to head off the sudden global military need for a modern medium-lift transport system estimated to come within the next 10 years, the Brazilian concern of Embraer began private development of a new twin-engined transport in the same vein as the venerable and ubiquitous Lockheed C-130 Hercules. The endeavor, designated as the KC-390, is expected to become one of the most ambitious of the company's projects since operations began in 1969, especially with its intended overseas targets. As with the American C-130 before it, the KC-390 is intended to be a multifaceted performer and pique the interest of various possible suitors around the world, many who will be forced to move from the aged C-130 family, maintaining origins in a 1950s design initiative, to more modern medium-lift solution. Embraer marketing boasts a lower maintenance and operation cost of their newer KC-390 over that of the C-130 systems currently in service. The Embraer concern, once a state-run organization, was initially supported heavily by government contracts which helped broaden its military procurement experience considerably. In the 1980s, the firm branched out to include a line of successful commercial airliners, and these saw profitable sales overseas, helping to solidify the Embraer name on a global scale. Within time, many components were being produced locally which helped to keep dependence on foreign suppliers to a minimum and further strengthen the Embraer line. Embraer then became a private company through a 1994 sale which included ownership stakes to well-known firms such as EADS, Thales and Dassault Aviation. From that rebirth, the company has maintained a strong foothold in both local and foreign aviation markets to date. As the KC-390 design stands today, 2014, it will be a twin-engine, high-wing transport. Its configuration will follow a conventional arrangement as found the Lockheed C-130 and the up-and-coming Airbus A400M Grizzly, among others, though its intended power plant of two XeV2500 E5 turbofan jet engines will make it a more powerful hauling platform. Each engine is rated at up to 29,000 pounds of thrust, which will provide a maximum speed of 850 km/h with a service ceiling of 36,000 feet. Range is set to reach out to 3,250 nautical miles, roughly the southern tip of Argentina to the southern edge of Canada, ferry range. Its transport functionality dictates two design qualities: high-mounted engines to clear ground activity and a rear-mounted cargo bay with raised empennage giving unfettered access to the cargo hold. The cargo compartment will measure at 17.75 meters long with a 3.45 meter width and 2.9 meter height, allowing it to move an expected 84 medical litters, complete with staff, 84 passengers, with special seating installed, 64 paratroopers, with full mission gear in tow, and military vehicles such as HMMWV, Humvees. At least two such vehicles would fit in provided hold. The internal arrangement will be modular so as to carry tons of cargo pallets in place of human occupants. Minimum crew for the aircraft is expected to be 2 pilots and at least 1 flight engineer. The cockpit will be set well ahead in the fuselage with good views over the nose and to each engine nacelle, the nose assembly purposefully designed as short and sloped downwards. Wings will be noticeably swept back while the tail unit will comprise a conventional T arrangement with high-mounted horizontal planes. The cockpit will sport a dual HUD configuration with dual control systems for both pilots. A real-time digital mission system will be integrated into the KC-390's function, as will GPS navigation. Flight controls will be assisted by a digital fly-by-wire system. In April of 2009, Embraer was given $1.5 billion to construct 2 working prototypes, to which the first is scheduled for completeness in 2014. The Brazilian Air Force will most likely become the first customer of note with its initial order of 28 aircraft announced in July of 2010. In June of 2012, It was further announced that Boeing had teamed with Embraer to assist in further development of the aircraft, which signifies a possible partnership in the selling of the KC-390. At any rate, the partnership certainly broadens the marketing appeal of the aircraft to a high degree and will speed up overall development through Boeing expertise. In turn, Boeing will strengthen its reach in the growing Brazilian, South American market, having opened a local office in São Paulo in 2011, and has an obvious desire to sell its F/A-18 Hornets to the Brazilian Air Force to fulfill its F-2X fighter competition requirements for a modern fighter. Beyond the obvious American involvement, the KC-390 will incorporate components through a plethora of outside vendors originating from Argentina, Czech Republic, France, and Israel. Other key American contributors listed include L3 and Rockwell Collins. For interested military parties, the KC-390 will serve as a primary medium-size hauler, though it will also be available in an in-flight refueling tanker variant. Additionally, the KC-390 design will incorporate features that will allow itself to be refueled in mid-air, making its operational endurance impressive. The KC-390 is intended to go beyond use as a military transport, as plans have been laid for a civilian-minded cargo hauler. The hauler will be a stretched fuselage version of the military form with a side-mounted loading door. To date, possible names mentioned in the procurement of the new aircraft have included Argentina, Brazil, Chile, France, Portugal, and Sweden. France has made it clear that it will purchase the C-390 in number if their Dassault Rafale fighter is selected for the aforementioned F-2X fighter competition. The US government, however, has already cleared technical assistance for Brazil, which undoubtedly gives Boeing an edge. As such, politics certainly plays a role in such matters. If the program comes to fruition, it will certainly threaten the C-130's hold on the global stage. However, it will face stiff competition from upcoming designs such as the Airbus A400M Grizzly, which, despite its setbacks, has finally entered limited delivery to its various local and global customers.